If you're building some long-term wealth with ETFs, so one of the best places to go is growth ETFs. And I know what you're thinking, that maybe you're watching this video and this is the time when maybe the market is down or maybe the market is up. But right now in 2026, the market has been down pretty low, especially for growth ETFs. And today what we're talking about is which growth ETF is the best one. We're going to be breaking down 3 of the most famous growth ETFs out there, as in VUG from Vanguard, SCHG from Charles Schwab, and QQQM from Invesco. Now you may be wondering, I may want to have 1, 2, and 3, but this video is going to break down which one could be the better one for you to hold in your portfolio. So let's get to it.
This video is purely educational content and should not be considered personal finance advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor and I don't know your financial situation, risk tolerance, or even investment goals. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results, and always do your own research and consider consulting with a qualified financial professional before making any investment. Alright, let's get on to the video.
Hey guys, my name is Steve and I run the Frugal Expat website where we try to help people to save more and invest better. And today we are talking about picking the right growth ETF for your portfolio. And if you pick the wrong one, you could be missing out on thousands of dollars. Now, not every growth ETF is the same, but a lot of them share some of the similar characteristics. So we're going to be breaking down the performance, the costs, the expense ratios, the risk, and even the exposure to tech, because each one of these is a little bit different. Now, when I'm talking about these ETFs, with just to let you guys know, in April of 2026, which is probably when you guys could be watching this, VUG is having a stock split. Now, if you guys don't know anything about stock splits, it's basically when a company splits the stock to have more shares and to also lower the price. So VUG is going to go with a 6-to-1 stock split. So if you have 1 share of VUG, after that stock split, you'll now have 6. You're going to have the same amount of money in it, but now it's going to be cheap. Right now, the ETF is sitting at about $420. It could be different when you watch this video. And at the stock split, that's going to be about $70 per share. So now it is more affordable to buy. At $420, it's actually the most expensive growth stock on this list, growth ETF on this list, at $420, with QQQM being about $228 and SCHG being about $28. So with it coming down to $70, makes it a little bit more affordable for many investors to get into it. Now let's talk about what's inside these ETFs. Now VUG's got about 154 different holdings. It's got about 50% in technology, and so you would expect it to do pretty good. QQQM's got about 50% in technology as well. It's got about 100 different holdings since it tracks the NASDAQ 100, so that's 100. SCHG tracks the Dow Jones Large Cap Growth Index. It's got about 199 different holdings. It ranges all the way up to 230 sometimes, but it's got about 42% in technology. With VUG and QQQM having about 50% in technology or more. Now that's good if tech rallies. Now if tech is getting crushed, it's gonna crush these ETFs. Now with SCHG having about possibly up to 50%, it's got a little bit less technology. So when tech rallies, it will rally less, but when tech crashes, it will have a little bit more diversification within its growth sector. Now with QQQM, since it's the NASDAQ 100, it is the top 100 non-financials. So there are no financials within this ETF. Now with the others, there's going to be financials, and so that is something to think about. Now let's talk about performance. Now performance-wise, these all have kind of different metrics. So VUG has anywhere between 13 to 16% performance over the last 10 years. For the 10-year average right now, it's doing about 15.74%. Over the last 5-year average, it's on about 11.38%, so the range is a little bit lower, maybe because of the volatility within like 2022 and even in 2026. SCHG has done anywhere between that 15 to 17% range. And right now, the average is about 16.54 over the last 10 years and about 12.56 over the last 5 years. Now QQQM is only about 5.5 years old, so we use QQQ's average to help this out. and that usually ranges anywhere between that 17 to 19%, maybe up to 20%. Right now, it's doing about 18.67% over the last 10 years and about 13.05% over the last 5 years. Now, these averages are, they're averages, so they'll have that range, but right now, QQQM is doing much better, and that's probably because it's got a little bit more concentration in those 100 different holdings, and it's also got no financials, and so financials do cyclical. But you can also see this with some of the markets. In 2022, the Nasdaq 100 was down about 33%, but in 2023 it went up about 54%. So you have some different ranges with these. Another thing to look at is probably year to date. Right now, year to date, VUG is about 13.5% down. SCHG is about 13.5% down, while QQQM is about 8.5% down. And so we see that maybe with those financials or even less companies within this portfolio of QQQM, you're going to see less of a downturn. Now, that doesn't mean this is the #1 pick, but just showing performance alone, that right now QQQM is probably the best performing out of the three, but it does alternate with some years having SCHG kind of dominate and some years QQQM dominating. And we can see SCHG dominating in a couple different years in the last 5 years. In 2021, it was up about 28-29%, while QQQM was doing about 27%. In 2022, the Nasdaq 100 is down like 33%, while the Dow Jones Large Cap Growth Index, which SCHG tracks, was down 31%. Then you have 2023, QQQM was up 54%, SCHG was up 50%. 2024 is a little bit different. SCHG was up about 35%, 34.95%, while QQQM was up 25 to almost 26%. So they kind of alternate and they go back and forth. And so these are probably the two better ones out of the three. If you like some good income, and I know probably you guys do, is, you probably investing in stocks, bonds, maybe some real estate, sometimes some cryptocurrency. But one place I've been trying to make some extra income is owning a Walmart WFS store. And that brings us to today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Limits Express. Limits Express is a automation company that helps out with Amazon FBA stores, Walmart WFS stores. So what they do is they take your capital, they buy products that they know will sell, they pack them, ship them, and send them out. And the cool thing is they are invested in you to do well, because if you don't do well, they don't get paid. If you make a profit, then they get a little piece of that. And so all they need is a little bit more capital in order to have a good amount of capital to buy more wholesale products, because they've tried it before and now they're operating a whole bunch of stores to help make everybody profitable. That's the cool thing, is if you want to start your own store and you want it to be automated where you can just sit, chill, watch some Netflix while they're doing all the day-to-day work, this could be a great opportunity for you. Now, the cool thing is Kyle, one of the co-founders, is always open to having a chat with people and talking about how they go through the process. So there's going to be a link in my description and my pinned comments to open up one of those calls with Kyle, the co-founder. And you can also scan this QR code up here and set a time with them and see if you want to do this with them. All right, and let's get back to our video. Now, if we take a look at some of the costs of these things, cost could be a big factor in which one you may want to buy. Now, first of all, if we look at the expense ratios, VUG is sitting at a 0.04%, SCHG is sitting at about a 0.04%, and QQQM is sitting at about 0.15%. Now, if we put this into matter of dollars, it costs about $10,000 invested in each. VUG would cost us $4, SCHG would cost us $4, and QQQM would cost us $15. Now, of course, if we added more into that, it would be like 100,000 would be $40 for VUG, $40 for SCHG, and $150 for QQQM. So that's kind of the differences. Also, if we were to look at maybe the price of each share, VUG is about to do that stock split, so it's going to be about $70. SCHG is around $28 to $30. And then QQQM is sitting at about $229, $230. Now QQQM is much cheaper than QQQ, which is sitting at around $580 to $600, and so that's a reason that Invesco created QQQM. But right now, we're gonna have VUG and SCHG beating it on share price and expense ratio, and so it could be a better one to maybe go with one of those over QQQM. Now, of course, these all have different risk and drawdowns, and maybe these things could be something that you may not want to stomach. So if we look at 2022, which was kind of the most recent downturn, we have VUG, SCHG coming down about 30 to 35%. We have QQQM doing about 35 to 40%, but that would be the max drawdown. Now, COVID, they were all very similar from that 30 to 35% drawdown, but of course, in 2020, the market did go back up. Now, if we look at the .com boom and bust, SCHG wasn't around, but VUG and QQQ were kind of around. And with VUG, it was down maybe 50 to 55%, with QQQ being down closer to 80%. So we have some different metrics and some different drawdowns. Right now, year to date, as the drawdown has started to happen, the NASDAQ is entering into correction area. Now, my numbers probably aren't kind of tracking that the NASDAQ's down 11 to 12% now, and it could be up when you watch this. But QQQM is doing about, it's down about 8%, while VUG and SCHG is down about 13%. And so those could be some other factors to think about. Now, all three of these do have those volatility and risk, and so major drawdowns could scare most people. And most people would probably rather have the S&P 500, which is very safe, well, safer, and also maybe a little bit more stable ones, like maybe stable like ETF, dividend ETF like an SCHD, a DGRO, a VYM, or even an FDVV. FDVV's got a little bit more tech, so it could be a little bit more volatile. But these are going to have some big drawdowns. But the good thing about these big drawdowns is you could get them cheaper. And that is something I did in 2022, and the NASDAQ was down pretty low. I started buying a lot of QQQM. And the cool thing is, when it went back up in 2023, I got to reap the benefits and my portfolio kind of skyrocketed. And so that's what you guys could be thinking about, is think about which ETF you may want or how much money you may want to get into. Now, QQQM is doing the best in performance. It does have a higher expense ratio and a higher share price. And it's also got larger drawdowns. So that could be something to think about. SCHG would be probably the second best performing one. It's got a cheapest expense ratio and the cheapest share price. Plus, it also has a little bit more stocks. It's got financials, and it's also does the best when QQQM is not doing the best. VUG probably is the worst performing. It's going to have the middle range of the share price. It's got the same expense ratio as SCHG. And you have maybe 154 different holdings with about 50% technology. So if you have a Vanguard account and you buy fractional shares, or even a Fidelity or even Robinhood account where you can buy fractional shares, this could be pretty good. But if I were to look at it, I even talked to a lot of different YouTubers out there, there are different criteria that people think about, and I'll let you know, guys, in a second. So if we're looking at kind of breaking these down and seeing which ones could be the right one for you, if we wanted some good broad diversification, a very high assets under management with a very low cost, VUG could be the one for you. Now, it doesn't have the highest performance, and so this could be maybe not one you want. Now, if we're looking for the lowest price, the lowest expense ratio, and a very good performance that outperforms the NASDAQ in many of the years, well, that could be SCHG. If you're looking for probably the one with the most upside, that would be QQQM. So QQQM does have that highest performance, but it's also got some big drawdowns. If you are maybe a good investor, or if you are an investor looking to make one choice, these are the three choices you could make. For me, I like QQQM. That is my preference. I like the upside and I can handle some of the drawdowns. Now, some other investors that I've talked with, some YouTubers like Marcus Villa and even Darius Jamal, they're both on, probably they do a little bit of both. Marcus Media likes to do SCHG and QQQM, because when QQQM is down, SCHG is got a little bit more up, and vice versa. And same thing for Darius Jamal. He likes the SCHGs, and that's great. And so these are different people thinking about different ones. I like QQQM, they like SCHG, one likes both, and so you can pick and choose which one you like. Let me know in the comments, which is your favorite growth ETF? And which ones maybe I have left off this list, maybe like a VUG or something else. Let me know in the comments, and let me know how your portfolio is doing this year alone, because right now we've seen a lot of volatility, and hopefully your portfolio gets a lot better. All right, let me know in the comments and let's talk about it, and I'll see you guys in our next video.